Salutations everybody, this is Razor the Casual Gamer here bringing you another episode of Beastin' Up in pretty unorthodox classes. And today, by request of one of my subscribers, I'm using the Kiparis with the extended mags. Here on the map Stadium, Domination. And as you can see right there, I get part of a triple feed of a 74U because you just can't beat the 74U in all honesty. And I'm going to get beasted on by the 74U again. And what are you going to do? That gun is really not something that you can compete with at close range unless you got a shotgun and a quasi-decent connection. But yeah, I'm using the Kiparis here. Not a very common gun to see, and not a gun that you've seen me use outside of Capture the Flag. Because for Capture the Flag, when I'm capping flags, you want to have the fastest speed that you possibly can, and the submachine guns have the fastest running speed. So sometimes I rock with the Kiparis on that. And yeah, it's called the Kiparis or Kiparis. It's a very, there's a lot of differences between the way people pronounce this gun, and I used to thought it was pronounced Kiparis, but I looked it up and it's the Kiparis. But yeah, pretty, it's a decent gun, you know, it's not like the Uzi or the Mac 11. It's got a pretty high rate of fire, it has very manageable recoil, you know, it only has 20 rounds, so extended mags are the attachment that I would recommend out of all of them. The grip isn't bad, but usually you're going to want to have more than 20 rounds to go with. And as you can see, I got the Blackbird going here. I want to be real cautious at picking my targets to get my dogs. So I'm just throwing my stuns to see if I can finish that guy off the Simtex. My teammate cleans up. And then I just burst fire this guy from long range because that was the only way I could have got him. Turn around here and get my dogs before I get taken out by that that guy over there. See this guy over here by A flag, so I'm trying to pre-fire him, and unfortunately I don't get any hits, but I have a teammate that comes to my rescue and rushing over here to the B flag side spawn. Unfortunately, that guy takes me out. With the Kiparis, you're not going to win very many long-range engagements if they're firing back at you. That really isn't something that's going to be happening. It's not one of the better guns for, you know, your long-range encounters. The better submachine guns for shooting long-range would be, of course, the 74U. MP5K has got a little too much recoil to take someone out long-range, so not so much the MP5K, but the Spectre is pretty good because there's very minimal recoil. And the Kiparis, not so much. But if you can burst fire pretty well with this gun and have somewhat success with it. My puppies are just going to town on these dudes, and I'm just beasting it up in their spawn. Trying to pick them off and trying to get that guy with my Cujo almost took it away from me. But that's alright. You know, people always camping up here on this B balcony and trying to get him with C4. You know exactly where he is, but apparently he jumped down and got cleaned up by my teammates here. They're spawning back of B, so I'm just going to rush around to A to when they respawn and trying to catch them off guard best I can. Throw my stuns, so any engagement will be on my own terms. And go ahead and drop shot that inaccurate yet oblivious fool there. Stun check that guy and follow it up with the Simtex, get the hit marker, clean up this dude, and I'm waiting for this guy that I got hit marked on to come back and kill me, and sure enough, there he was. And instead of capturing A flag, I want to make sure to get my kill streaks first and utilize this Blackbird as best I can and see that they spawn back at C. So teammates capping at A, and enemies going to keep spawning over here at C flag. See him trying to burst pre-fire that guy. See that they're here in the weight room of the Blackbird. Check to see if they were on the roof first of all. They weren't, so I know they're at the first floor. Keeping this guy in the weight room, and I take him out. Well, always be wary of who you expose your back to. Especially with the Blackbird, that's a lot easier to anticipate. Stunned that guy, and I knew he had flak jacket that he was going to survive my Simtex, so I went around and flanked him, which he wouldn't usually be expecting someone to do to finish someone up. And I knew there was a guy to my right, but I just wanted to go for the sure kill, and you know, it's really it's hard to fight the urge to kill someone that you know you have a good shot on. Even if you know you're exposed to another enemy, sometimes it's really hard to pull back on the urge to pull that trigger, and you know, unfortunately, from time to time, that'll get you killed. You see, I'm getting my Kiparis on. My puppies are just going to work, and we have triple cap going. Well, not now, but you know, we did, and we have a pretty good lead. So I'm just rushing over here to A to, you know, anticipate these guys trying to get out of their spawn. I see that they're clustered up, and what better way to cluster fuck some people than with some C4. Get double hit markers on that guy with the flak jacket, and that really sucks. Flak jacket or not, you should not be able to deflect the blast damage of 2 C4s at such an incredibly close range. I don't think that should be allowed. If you put yourself in a position to get C4'd twice, I don't think you deserve to live, quite honestly. And unfortunately, that guy takes me out right there because stun grenades give you a automatic aimbot in this game, and it's really hard to combat when an enemy can just hip-fire headshot you with at any range and not get a single miss. But that will happen, and that's unfortunate. And it'll be interesting to see how stun and flash grenades, how their effect is impacted by the use of Blast Shield Pro, and that it'll be much more widely used than Tactical Mass Pro is in Black Ops. As you can see, I'm using Tactical Mass Pro here because Domination, you can run into more stun and flashes, and I do not want to be in a position where that's going to put me at a great disadvantage. And I think the flash grenades effect lasts way too long in this game, but that is compensated by the slower draw time. But still, I think the effect is way too long. So I don't like getting flash, and I try to counteract that by using Tactical Mass Pro. And it's great for rushing around. I usually would like to run Marathon in this kind of a setup, but Tactical Mass Pro is just fine. And it keeps you away from running around too much and getting caught with your pants down around corners without your weapon drawn. So hop up here, my chopper gunner, and start mowing these guys down. Yeah, they end up shooting me down, but that's fine. You get to expect that, and it'll be very interesting to see how people try to combat air support in Modern Warfare 3. Because the secondaries will be much better, so that'll give more people incentive to run a secondary that is not a anti-air launcher. So that'll be interesting, as well as the kill streaks being able to stack on each other, so you can expect much more air support in the air. Let's hope that we don't have the kind of air support that we did in Modern Warfare 2, because that was just a whole clusterfuck mess. There's like 97% of the time you had a Harrier in the air, and that was just really annoying. The final score here is 53-7 with 2 captures and 3 defends using the Kiparis with extended mags. Definitely not seeing something you see every day. Pardon my grammar fumble there, but yeah, on a 3-bar as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave your comments below on anything I mentioned in this video. And like I said, use nothing but weird customized classes and B scores from now on. So I will see you guys.